Hello, people. How you doing? Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Mine wasn't so good, and I'll explain to you guys a little bit later on what's going on. How you doing, little brother Sparky? Randy, how's it going, buddy? Jeff Allen, nice to see you here, buddy. This is the last one before the new year, guys. I can't believe another year has gone by. It seems the older you get, the faster they go by. Hello, Anthony. How's it going, buddy? Kenwood Griffin Jr. How's it going, my friend? Glad to see you in here. Michael, how's it going, buddy? Kevin Brown, nice to see you in here. Well, got a few things to go over, and I want to thank Sparky for asking for some names for my live streams, and I got quite a few good ones in here, and I'll tell you which ones I think I'm going to pick out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I'll give you guys the chance to vote on it, but we'll wait a little bit longer to get some more people in here. We only got 14 in here right now. Two of them guys, I like that. How you doing, Kevin Brown? Nathan Belay, how's it going, my friend? So, what's you guys been doing? How was your Christmas? Hot Rod Rodney, how's it going, buddy? Hey, is it okay if we call you Rod? Northern Ohio Railroad, how's it going, buddy? Southern Cal BNSF, glad to see you in here, buddy. Frank Neer, how's it going, my friend? I had one guy complain, Jerry, how's it going, that I was taking too long to say hello to everybody. Well, you know, he said it took 15 and 20 minutes, and I actually timed myself on my last one, and it only took about 4 minutes, so the guy was exaggerating a little bit. How's it going, EJ and E, Jeff? I understand John Tangillo is doing something for you. That's pretty cool. Wait till you get it. You're going to love it, buddy. I have not seen it. I'm just telling you from my experience with the one that he did for me, that guy right there, that I was very impressed on what he did. So, let's see, wonderful Christmas here. Getting some work done. Very cool, Kevin. Very cool. Post some more videos or pictures or something. Rod, I don't care. Just don't call you late for dinner, right? Redbird Tony, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Merry Christmas to you. Got some tree kids in a new factory to build. Very cool. Very cool. This weekend, I hope. Very cool. Okay. How's it going, Shane? Nice to see you in here, buddy. And Shane, JT1, John, how's it going, my friend? Shane texted me earlier today and said, am I going to do a live stream? And I said, yes, I am. He said, well, I didn't see your announcement. And I said, well, you know what? I just totally forgot to do it. And that's because I'm a little bit on the downside right now. And I'll explain to you guys in a little bit what the situation is. How's it going, Ron Toyman? Nice to see you in here. Anyhow, we got some stuff to go over. I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but I have a whole page of stuff that we're going to talk about tonight, including some of the names that you guys picked out for me for my live stream, which I'll probably use at the first of the year, the first live stream of the new year. Hit that like button. Yeah, I appreciate that, Northern Ohio Railroad. Anyhow, I got to wait for Ralph to come in here to do some shout outs, but we'll start with some of the announcements. Yeah, well, this was a real hard hit for me this year. A friend of mine told me a while ago, if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck. So we'll leave it at that for right now. How's it doing, Remco? Thank you, Southern Cal. So anyhow, here I am, and we're going to go over some things. I'm going to show you the progress I'm making on Gary's build. It was kind of hard for me to get into this room right now because it's not really totally 100% secured yet. But I can show you how it's going to look at this point and give you guys an idea of what's going to be coming up for this build. Anyhow, we're going to start with some announcements. First, we're going to start off with some live streams that happened. And you guys pretty much know all of them. On Track Tuesday. It's be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Correct me on that, Tony, if I'm wrong. It's a revolving type live stream. It involves 4 people, and there's one a week, for 4 weeks, and so on and so forth. And then we got my little brother, Sparky 107. He's on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then we got my buddy Hot Rod Rodney on Thursday nights, and I believe, okay, thank you, Tony. Thank you. I appreciate that. M&M Rails, how's it going, Mark? Anyhow, Rodney is Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Rodney. I think I got that right. Also, Captain Baldo, how's it going? Sparky had mentioned in his video about the Steamtown trip that he's planning for May. And from what I understand, he's got 40 plus people going. And that is really, really amazing that all of those people are going to be meeting. I could see just how bad it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of fun with all you guys there. Then, like I mentioned earlier, I can't even read my own writing. Oh yeah, and Container Man 68, he will be doing live whenever he gets a chance to. So he's a truck driver, and sometimes he could do it and not lose signal. But sometimes some of the areas he goes through, he just doesn't have enough signal to process a live video. But anyhow, you got to look out for his also. So anyhow, getting back to the Steamtown, yeah. So I understand that Roy Smith is going to be up there, and that's going to be pretty cool to see. How's it going, Jack? SMT, Scrumptious, how's it going? Stay in here, Scrumptious. I'm going to mention you in a little while. Let's see. I'm doing okay, Scrumptious. Okay, I'm just checking up on this. I must have missed what you were talking about with your tanker that you talked about. I must have missed that or something when I was watching your live stream this morning. But anyhow, I thought it was pretty good what you were doing. Goodbye. All right. Now we're going to move on to last week's Super Chats. Chasco, Ron Pisco, John Dilly, Container Man 68, and Hot Rod Rodney. I'm sorry, not Hot Rod Rodney. Hastings BNSF N-Scale. Appreciate it, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And right now, you don't know how much that's going to be helping me out. That's funny, Scrumptious. All right, well, I got 37 people, and I guess we can. I'm going to go over some of the names that you guys suggested for my live streams, and I thank Sparky for doing this because, well, thank you, Rodney. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much, very much. The first one is from Scrumptious, SMT Mainline. Convincing tips and tricks. Now the VIN, he's got capitalized, which is good because that's part of my name, Vinny. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And I got a star next to that one. GRE, Scratch Bills with Vinny on Friday night. Now that's good because I started this with Scratch Bills. But I don't always do scratch bills, so I really don't want to use the scratch bill because then people will be expecting scratch bills all the time. And I don't do them all the time. I do other stuff like DCC stuff and, all kinds of different kinds of stuff. Just some nights, just a regular chat or whatever. Jack, I don't know, because I got Joe G's. I'm working on something with Joe G. He's got those the twirly things that go on top of a fire truck. So be aware what's going to happen next year. Let's see. Yeah, last night it was pretty. I mean, Wednesday night was pretty loud, Sparky. It really was. The new one you got is much louder than the other one. Roy Hardwick, Vinny Scratch Bills, Northern Ohio. Anyhow, is Vinny's live stream. That's okay. I don't mind that one. I'll put a little star next to that one. JT1, the Vinster Show. That one's okay too. Trenton Lee, how's it going, my friend? You have to go bigger. Well, we'll see about that, Sparky. Southern 207, Vinny Structure Channel. Again, with the scratch builds, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing scratch builds on every one of my live streams because there's only so much scratch builds I can do. Everything on my layout is pretty much done. I just have one or two things that I need to do. Jack, I have you down here. I'm getting to you, buddy. I only have like maybe one or two more structures to build for my engine facility. So we'll see how that goes. Next one is EJ and E Jeff, Friday night at Vinny's place, which is okay also, which doesn't mention anything about scratch bills, which is okay. So we'll put a little star next to that one. Jack, Vinny built it live. It's okay, but again, like I'm saying, twirly things, they call twirly. Yeah, exactly. No, well, they call the twirly things the lights too, Roy. Glad to see you made it in here tonight. And you sent me a text and you never responded to my answer. So I don't know what's going on with you. Okay, and then Scrumptious also sent another one. It says, my cousin Vinny's live stream. Now, basically, I'm going to take that one and I'm going to twist it around a bit. And I'm going to call Friday night with my cousin Vinny. And the other one I really like is Convincing Tips and Tricks. Both of them are from Scrumptious. I'm kind of liking the convincing thing because it has my name in there with uppercase letters, lowercase, and then uppercase. So I appreciate all those suggestions, guys. So the next thing I want to talk about is you guys know that I've had stuff built by John Tanzillo, and he is in the process of building something for me for Gary's project right now, which is the business end of the top of the crane. Let me show you here. It'll be the top of the piece that runs across the top of here. He's doing that for me. He already sent me some pictures, and it looks pretty good from what he's doing. I sent them. What I did was I sent them the one from my from the Walters kit, and he copied that one. Only he made it a bit smaller. You never got the answer. Whoa. Yeah, Sparky, except the C needs to be smaller. Convincing, Vin, V-I-N, is uppercase, and C-I-N-G is the lower case, and Tips and Tricks would be lower in case. So I really like that one, Scrumptious. I really appreciate that. How you doing, Lenny? Nice to see you in here, buddy. Anyhow, if you guys need, and I think EJ and E Jeff will verify this. I don't know if he knows what it looks like yet, if John has sent him any pictures yet. But if you guys need anything that's 3D printed, get in touch with John Tanzillo. How's it going, Ron, New Haven Rails? He does a good job and he's reasonable. All right, I won't say what I paid for mine, but trust me, he's reasonable. Robert Sacco, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. And if you guys need turnouts, talk to Bruce Giroux. He's done a bunch of turnouts for me. It's copyright. What's copyrighted? Jack, what's copyrighted? Anyhow, that's those announcements I'm going to do. So I guess Ralph is not here yet. Well, I'm not. Yeah, Thank you, Joe. But I'm not using OBS. I'm just using regular YouTube. Again, this morning I spent another couple of hours trying to figure out what's going on with that stupid thing. And when I type in video output low, I don't get an exact response to that particular question. I get a response on how to set up OBS and this and that and the other thing. And it's like, scrap two structures with cousin. Hey, that's pretty good. I like that one too. Anyhow, I'm going to do the shout outs now. And then when Ralph gets here, if he gets here tonight, he'll put up the links to them. One of them is Jim's Train Tips. Now he's doing, I believe he's in Australia. It sounds like his accent sounds like it's Australia. He's doing his model railroad. He's actually making some stacked stone out of plaster. So you guys might want to check that out. And it looks like he's got it going pretty good. He's going to do some tunnel portals and some retaining walls and stuff like that. So you guys might want to check that out. He's got 36 subscribers right now. I'd like to see if we can get him up to about 40, maybe 42 or 43. Stephen Hilders. That's way too long, buddy, but it's good. It was just a little bit too long. Put the good ones in the bag and choose one. There you go, Jack. Okay. The second shout out I want to do is for Jay Wagner. Now, this guy only got 11 subscribers. Let's see if I can see what I wrote here for him. He did a run session on his layout. His layout looks pretty awesome also. So you guys might, I only checked one of his videos out. I don't think he's got very many, maybe 4 or 5 of them. But we need to see if we can get him up a little bit. So you guys be nice to these guys. Give them some love. Go to their channels and subscribe to them if you like what you're seeing. I did, and I don't. If I don't like something, I won't tell you guys to go check it out. But the ones that I do tell you guys, I have watched, and I enjoyed watching them. So again, this is going to be my last stream for this year. And then for Friday night show, like Wednesday night, 5 chat. Vinny's hang out. No, that's okay too. But at this point, like I said, I'm pretty much going to go with the convincing tips and tricks with the Vin in capital letters. That kind of brings my name out. Sort of sign. Yes, Chasko, how's it going, my friend? Cooking. Now, I don't do that all the time, there, Chuck. It's just once in a while. So anyhow, actually, I got VinnyVid through a suggestion from one of my subscribers many years ago, and I stuck with that. So that's how the VinnyVid came about. And one of these days, we're going to go over what my logo represents. Probably not the first of the year. Maybe that might be one of the subjects we'll talk about. Each grass still is cooking. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Robert Sacco, you need to send me pictures via my email, because it's easier for me to take those and put them into my pictures file and then blow them up so I could actually see all the detail in there. So please do that for me. Vinny's Railroad Learning Channel. That's okay. Got the live stream last night. Need to wait until some. I was trying to watch a couple of yours, Martin, and unfortunately they didn't work very well. And it seems like we're all having problems with this OBS thing. I think that's what you said you're using also. Okay, you forgot. Okay, I'm probably not going to get to it until after the first of the year anyhow. Bunny's Variety Out. Bunnies? Hey, man. I know the B and the V are right close to each other, but I don't know about the U and the I. Let me see about the U and the I. Oh, they're close together too. So I could see the mistake there, buddy. How's it going, Gary Nugent? Let's see. All right, so we got through that. Now, do you know what this is, guys? Right here. 76 videos I posted this past year. And I put them on these cards so I know when I did the recording, when I rendered and edited them, and when I posted them. And I do that. This is the second year I've done this, and I'm up at 799 videos. So with that being said, we'll carry on a little further, and I'm going to show you right now the progress on Gary's build. And you guys might have or might not have questions about this. Let me take this off of here first. And I'm surprised I actually got this in here without breaking it. Let's see if I can get this over here. All right, there you go. So let me move my camera down and you guys can see what's going on. I know because it's white, you might not be able to see everything that's going on, but these are all the ribs I was showing you guys that I built. It's not permanently attached to the foundation yet. The black spot you see in there is where the track's going to go, like this. And on this side here will be pipe and steel and so on and so forth. And then for the crane, there'll be a rail that runs down each side here, and this will be able to move. Of course, not really. He'll be able to drag it, not roll it. But anyhow, he'll just come along like this, and there'll be a piece of code 55 track on each side here because I did use oops, get in there. I did use rolling stock wheels for this, so we'll see how it goes. Also, to get these guys to sit perpendicular or plumb, I made these guys. These are 90 degrees, exactly 90 degrees. And what I'll do is you can see it. Let's see if I turn. Well, you can see this one here. I put one on each side and clamp it down, and then I glue my my support for my rails on there. And so all these up on the top here are glued down. This is going to get cut here, and then there'll be one more of these at the very back. So the crane will be able to go up to here, and that's it. Dogger Bend Railway, how's it going, my friend? Oh, your layout's still up for a couple more weeks? That's cool. Get to play a little bit more. But anyhow, so now I will show you. This side here is going to be the side that faces no, this is going to be the back side of it. This side here will be facing the aisle where people can see it. What I intend to do on the back is I'm going to put this here like this. And I know this is in Kansas, guys, and it's going to get cold, and I don't know why I'm going to have all these openings. The back will get a full wall, and then on the front side, it will get this. So when people are looking at his layout from the aisle, they'll be able to see inside here, and I intend to be putting some details in there, like some pipe loads and some steel loads and stuff like that. So this, I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the back layout. This is an evergreen product. This is a 12-inch by 24-inch piece of plastic, and it's novelty siding. And what I will do, when I'm ready to do this, I will put this on here like this, and I will trace it out, and that will become one wall, and I will do the same for this guy here. And then the front wall, the entrance here will be, hold on, it will be this big, but it'll also follow the peak of the building. So basically, it's going to be an open air building, so you'll be able to see all the detail in there. And he'll be able to get 2 cars in there. He'll be able to get either 2 50-foot gondolas, coil car, or bulkhead flat, or flat car, or whatever that he wants to put in there, whatever rolling stock he's got to fill in this this project. But anyhow, I'm not going to do anything on this for another couple of days. And now I will explain to you why I had a terrible Christmas. First of all, my daughter was out of town for Christmas Day. She was up in Washington State visiting with her relatives up there. She's got cousins and aunts and uncles and a grandmother. and two sisters, my twin girls up there. So she didn't get back till the day after Christmas, and then she informed me. Let me put this up. Then she informed me that my gift that she had got me was back ordered. So to top that off, on Christmas Day, one of my neighbors knocked at my door and said, "Hey, do you know you have a leak in your front yard?" I said, "No." So I went out there and looked, and sure enough, water was bubbling up from under the ground. So I learned from experience from the first time that I went out and bought one of those curb keys. You know, it's got the T handle and the piece that fits on the valve down there. And now, anytime I want to use water, I have to run outside my door, go to where the street valve is, turn the water on, come back in here, do what I got to do, go back outside and turn it off. Because the last time it cost me $120 for water, and that was only for like a day and a half of not knowing that it was leaking. Anyhow, and anything with video. Well, anyhow, so today I had a plumber come over and give me an estimate for what it's going to cost. And his estimate is right here. I know you guys are not going to be able to see this, but it is right down here. You guys can see that? No, you're not going to see it. Estimate is $2,100. They have to dig up from the valve, main water valve, to my house and install a whole new pipe. I had made a fix last year with George and Joe that came over and helped me out with that, and how to dig down into the ground. And you guys that don't live in Arizona don't know how hard the soil is here. They have the soil called caliche. It's like almost like cement, and so you got to bust through that to get down to the water. Fortunately, it's only a foot down because we don't have no freeze points here. So there's a lot of labor. It's a 30-foot run from the valve to my house, and so they have to dig all of that out and replace the piping that's in there. So the reason why I am kind of a little bit down and out about this is because my credit is not very good, and I went to my bank today and they refused me a loan, and I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Because I just can't keep running outside every time I need water. I mean, just think about it, guys. When you go to the bathroom and you flush, that's 2 gallons right away gone. And so I had these big pots like this full of water. So at least I don't have to run out every time I need to use the restroom. Anyhow, I don't know. I'm in a spot, guys, and I don't know if I should ask you guys to help me out or what. But I have to do it because there's no way that I can get. There's no way that I have $2,100. Not unless I start selling a lot of that stuff, and even that's not going to help. I'd have to sell all my locomotives just to get $2,100, and I just don't want to do that. How's it going, Jimmy DIY? Nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you, Sparky, for putting that up for me. You guys are still, actually, it's harder than rock, Roy. It's called caliche, and it's like a cement, so it's really hard. You actually need to pick at it to break it up so you can dig it. Well, I agree with you, Jack. Right where the water leak is, it's soft, so it would be easy, but the 20 feet or the 25 feet from where it leaked into the water to the water valve is not wet, so they're gonna have to dig that out. And I asked him if he's going to use a trencher, and he said no, he's going to do it by hand. I said, really? I said, you're going to be out here a long time. What's up with his water? I have a leak, Jimmy, in my front yard. The main water that comes from the city water valve to my house, a pipe's from the leak. Kansas westbound heading California through Colorado because New Mexico I-40 is under severe driving conditions. All right, well, just be careful, my buddy. Let's see. Road trip, Jack. Yeah. His water broke. Very cool, Robert. Very cool. I tell you, man, you guys even though I'm in a not so good mood, you guys cheer me up. I can say that. How's it going, Kevin? Raton NZ. What would it cost to hire a trencher to reduce nutrient? I don't know, Kevin. I really don't know what that would cost. I suppose I can check it and find out. And even so, I probably wouldn't know how to use it. I probably probably wind up digging up my house rather than the water pipe. Insurance. Hey, you mean like homeowners insurance, Ron? Is that what you're talking about? That might be something to look into. Did not know. Anyhow, insurance would make. Yeah. Well, if it's going to get dug up, the whole pipe's going to be replaced. We talked about. I told him I wanted copper. If he was going to do it, I wanted to put copper in there, and he said, "Well, this copper is only guaranteed for like 2 years, 3 years max." How you doing, Ray? Nice to see you in here, buddy. Wilmer, nice to see you in here. Just spent $15K on the roof. Yep. Get another. Well, I intend to do that, Ron. I intend to do that. But I never thought about it. I don't know if my homeowner's insurance would cover that. Maybe it will. I'll have to call them up and find out. Just time for another patch. Yeah, I can do that. But basically, it's just putting a Band-Aid on the problem, is what we discussed today. I mean, I can do it myself. I did the other leak myself with a couple of friends helping me out. The hardest part was actually digging the hole. And it's funny because the water will come up over here, but the pipe is over here. So you got to like take little chunks out at a time to find exactly where the pipe is, so you don't dig up too much. Very good, Ray. I appreciate that. If I lend the water, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Polypipe is correct pipe to use. Yeah, he mentioned the name of the pipe that he was going to use. He said it's another plastic. What's in the ground now is plastic, and it is original. It is original to the house when the house was originally built. And I've noticed that as I've been living here for the past 6 years, I've seen quite a few people having their property dug up and new piping put in. So I asked him about the copper, and he said that the copper only is warranted or guaranteed for 2 years. This pipe that he wants to put in, I forgot the name of the pipe that he wants to do. He says it's guaranteed for 25 years. So it would make sense for me to do what he says rather than to do what I want to do, because I'm not a plumber. I mean, I could fix a car, but I don't know anything about plumbing. So anyhow, that's the story I got. And as far as my Christmas gift from my daughter, I don't know when there's going to be PVC or CPVC. No, it's neither of those, Ralph. It's another name. IPEX. It might be that, Sparky. I don't remember. I was so overwhelmed with what we were talking about. I just don't remember. I don't remember the name. But I will call Big Safe. They'll come out. Yeah, okay. I guess I can do that. PEX. That's it. Michael Brochere got the right name. PEX. That's the name of the pipe right there. PEX. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, like I said, you guys cheer me up now. I wasn't in a very good mood. In fact, when Shane texted me earlier and asked me if I was going to do a live stream tonight because he didn't see my announcement, I just like totally forgot to do the announcement today. I was just overwhelmed. I was depressed that my bank won't give me a loan. He even said they had a loan company that he could go through that his company uses. Homeowners. I don't think the homeowners will cover it. If not, we'll come together, community, and help you out. Well, I appreciate that, Jenny. I really do. And like I said, I really, really don't want to ask you guys, but I mean, you guys are my last. I know my daughter can't do it because she's in the middle of putting a wedding together, so all her money's going towards the wedding. So I really can't. Oh, you're leaving, Kevin? All right, sorry to see you go, buddy. Is it you that's leaving? Oh yeah, Jack, that's right. You worked in pipes. You should know about that PEX pipe or whatever he said earlier. All right, Kevin, if that's you leaving, I'll talk to you later. Well, a deductible would be a lot less. But let me backstep a few steps here. My water, my sewer, and my garbage are all one thing, the city of Phoenix. And I had gotten a letter from them a couple of months ago saying that for $5 a month, I can get this insurance that will cover such a situation. And they would cover up to $8,700. And I said, okay. So I talked to my future son-in-law about it because he's got a little bit more smarts than I do. And he said, I wouldn't do that. It sounds like it's going to be a waste of money. Well, apparently it's not. I should have done it. I should have done it, but I didn't do it. So now I'm kicking myself in the head. Don't tell them what I did last year. They won't. Well, when I went to my bank today, Roy, I offered my car as collateral, and because my credit is not really the best in the world, they wouldn't go for it. And if I go to one of these aftermarket loan joints, they're going to charge me like 35 or 40% interest, and that's not going to cut it either. Will I accept? Well, Jimmy, Sparky is posting. I'd rather not go to Super Chat because YouTube takes about 30% of that. Northern Ohio Railroad action. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But like I said, YouTube will take 30% or 40%. I'm not exactly sure of that. So Sparky has been posting. In fact, he's got one coming up right now. It says cash.me/$BNSF6951. I get the whole thing. So if you want to donate money, that's where I would like it to go. So I get the entire thing. So if you do it, I really would appreciate it. Also in the description below. Well, thank you, Sparky. I really appreciate that. And Ralph Greenwood, I also appreciate that. Also, Ralph, did you get the shout outs for tonight? If you did, go ahead and post them because I already mentioned them. So that's a good idea, though. I should call it my homeowner's insurance and see if they cover that. I don't know if they will or not, but that's a good thing to try. Ralph always yeah. And now Rodney's jumping in too. I appreciate that, fellas. I really do. All right, Ralph. No big rush. Cash Needs says it doesn't support international recipients. Is there another way? If you really feel like donating and it doesn't accept international stuff, then if you feel like donating, then go ahead and do it in the super chats. I mean, 70% is better than no percent. So, hell, they cover here. I'm talking about my regular insurance to have a PayPal that I can send it to. Jimmy, use the cash.me. I do not have a PayPal. The cash.me is actually better than PayPal because they don't charge you any fees. E-transfer. I don't know about an e-transfer. Hey, don't worry about it, Northern Ohio. I mean, I appreciate that you did that, man. I truly appreciate it. No, I don't want to sell any of my locomotives. And beside the fact, I wouldn't get jack doodly out of them. I'd have to sell just about all my locomotives to get that kind of money up. I would get a scratch bill today. Hi, Steve. Oh, Steve Roberts. How's it going, Steve Roberts? Nice to see you here, man. My friend. Container Man 68 says he'd be happy to help. I appreciate that, Roy. I really do. And besides the fact, you need to get your butt over here so I can give you your Christmas gift. Who's texting me? They know they're not supposed to text me here. Let me just see who that is. You can use my PayPal account. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, the cash.me is good, but if people having problems with that, like international people, I guess they can send it to your PayPal account, Roy. If you want to go ahead and post that, I guess there's a link for that, right? So way out advertising on Vinny's channel. Put it up there, Roy. So anyhow, I'm sorry to bring you guys bad news for this last live stream, but I'm hoping that next year will be better, and we'll be finishing Gary's build here, and then hopefully, yes, he transfers using an email address associated with the bank account for online banking. Okay, so what do I have to give you my bank account information? Yeah, I understand that, Frank. I'm just overwhelmed right now because, it always hits at the wrong time. It's like the holiday season. Downtown local with sound for sale. Say what? $2,000. Give you my bank routing account number. I can do that, but I can't do it right now because I have to go find my checkbook to find that information. You're driving. I know you're driving, Roy. Bruce, I gave you a little shout out earlier about your turnouts that you're doing for people. So I hope you get some business for that. Sure, Tony, no problem. I'm getting close to doing, well, not really that close, but I'm getting closer to finishing up Gary's build. So are you talking about that engine house you want to get done? PayPal don't either if you use friends and family. Yeah, I tend to agree with that, Shane. Just email address. Your bank needs to support e-transfer. I think they do. I'm not 100% sure, Randy. I think they do because I have on my bank account, I have a section here that I can pay anyone. All I need is an email address. And I could say, like, if I wanted to send you $50, all I have to do is type in the email address and hit send, and it'll send you, it'll notify you that I sent you money, and work it out from there. Yeah, well, I understand that, Rodney. There are engine houses, but are there engine condos? Very cute, very cute. I get it. I appreciate that, Frank. I really do. It's got the VinnyVid at outlook.com. Trains for brains, yeah, that's e-transfer. Okay. And I know that it could be done opposite too. If you guys had that feature on your bank account that you can send me money via my email address. But like I said, I don't know how easy it is. The cash.me is not really that hard to get into. So if you guys want to try that, thank you, John Dilly. Thank you, sir, very much. I appreciate that. Roy just posted up his PayPal account. If you guys want to do it that way, you can post it to Roy's, send money to Roy's PayPal account, and then he'll send it to me. But Sparky keeps posting that. Miller. Huh, that's strange. A lot of people say it was real easy, and then some people are saying JT1, that'll work also. Money order would work also. And Container Man just posted his PayPal account twice. Yeah. Well, anything from the street to the meter is the city's problem. Anything from the meter to my house is my problem. Jim's Chain Tips. Very good. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. Yes, it's the same exact pipe, except it's about 15 feet further closer to the house. No problem, Gary. No problem at all. How's it doing, Kyle? I think you have to have an email address and you have to set up a PayPal account. I don't have one. I haven't had one for quite a while now. I had a big, major problem with them a few years ago, so I decided not to use them anymore. But the website that Hot Rod Rodney and Ralph Greenwood and Sparky are posting, normally after the curb stop, it's the homeowner. Yes, you're right. I appreciate that, Jack. You got a curb stop. That's, yeah, I think that's what it's called, a curb stop. Petty Dave, how's it going? You could tattoo your forehead and land the helicopter on it. Oh, quiet down, Sparky. Don't make your head get so big. Well, thank you, Bruce. Oh, I thought you were coming out here, Jack. I thought you were scheduled to come out here in March. Yeah, definitely an option. You know, I'm to me, if the plumber had a trencher, it would cut his time down by probably 75%. Because he said he's going to dig it all by hand. And I said, well, God bless you, son. I mean, he's a young guy, you know, he's probably late 20s, early 30s. Uh, so anyhow, like I said, I'm really sorry I bring this bad news to you guys, but you know, it's life, I guess. You what? Oh, Satin for blocking PD Dave. Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Bruce. Alan taxes. Don't block Pete Dave. Did anybody check out this guy, Pete Dave? Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate putting Jay's link up there. A trencher is a big chain with a disc, like a chainsaw. Well, it doesn't matter if the pipe's going to get destroyed. It's going to get replaced anyhow. But I guess he knows what he's doing. Like I said, ask me to fix a car, I can do that. Ask me about anything else, I'm oblivious. Well, we'll see how it's going to go. I mean, I said to him, and I know that fixing these things that are going wrong is just putting a band-aid on the problem. It's not fixing the problem. So I have to make a decision of what I want to do. And if I get some help, that's fine, and I would appreciate it, but whatever. Is it soaked? I come on your excavated. Yeah, there you go. Roy, come and pick you up. So anyhow, I'm really looking forward because this is the first time I've built a project like this for Gary with all this open stuff on here, except for mine back there, the Smith type and steel. It's not quite the same. This is like a quarter of the size and only has one track going into it. Like mine only has one track, but mine has a lot more floor space in there to put product. But anyhow, you're right. You're right, JT. I mean, you know, unfortunately, I'm on Social Security, and it's just barely enough for me to live on. You know, and maybe I shouldn't have this house. I don't know, but I want the house because I had an apartment for 8 years, and I figured out that in the 8 years I paid $90,000 in rent, and if I had done it sooner, that 90,000 would have been in this house. So. Well, no problem. You know, I'm not. Hi, Mill. You finally got into what? Into the live chat? Anyhow, wow, I can't believe already almost in an hour, 51 minutes already. So, like Sparky said in his live stream, what do you guys want to see next year? I know, like I said, I don't have very many scratch builds to do. Maybe Redbird Tony might have something for me. Robert Sacco has something for me. Oh, you got into cash.me. Cool, cool. I appreciate that, buddy. That's probably what all these things are. No house means no people. Yeah, you're right about that. Deborah Brown, that's Kevin Brown's wife. Wow, I appreciate that, Kevin. I really do. Thank you very much. Very, very much. I appreciate that. How about some scene? All right, well, I can do scene. In fact, I started doing some scenery in one of my shows. I guess I can complete that. Yeah, we can do that. All right. When I rewatch this later on tonight or tomorrow, thank you, Ralph. I will. I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, I will look at this at some of the scenery stuff that we can do together here. Well, that's another thing, guys. I will be doing in my yard down here. I will be doing some ground cover, some ballast, track painting. Roy gave me last year a static grass applicator. I'll be doing some static grass. Not very much because, you know, this is a desert. There's not very much grass that grows in the yard. The actual yard doesn't have any grass at all. But I like adding a bit of color. Go pick up Jack. That's an 18-hour drive one way, buddy. Yeah, you got to build I-10. We stretch that out for 2 months. Yeah, I can do that too, Roy. That's another thing. Roy, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but Roy has been busting my chops that everything here is not exactly prototypical. And the reason why is because the I-10 actually crosses Molbet's yard. And he wants me to move stuff around and put the I-10 in there. So I'm kind of accommodating him a little bit, but I made some compromises on what I was going to do. He's kind of a little bit, I won't say annoyed or anything like that, but he wants the building that he delivers to on the right side of the freeway, which means moving it from there to there. So I had to move everything else over that way so I could put the freeway in and then put his building on that side of the freeway. Thank you, Mill. I appreciate that. SP Black Widow, nice to see you in here, buddy. Haven't seen you for a while. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that, buddy. Compromise. Yeah. I mean, I want to make my little brother happy. So I'm going to accommodate him by putting the I-10 in there. So we'll see how that's going to work out. Like Sparky says, when you do a live stream, you got to have stuff to drink. Yes, as a matter of fact, today, when I was at the hobby shop picking this up, I was talking to a guy who's here on vacation from Wisconsin, and I actually invited him to my house. So he was supposed to come here today, but he didn't make it, and I gave him my phone number, so maybe he'll come here tomorrow, and we'll see. So, and like I say, anybody who is one of my subscribers, or anybody that I know here in the chat, if you're in the Phoenix area, don't hesitate. Give me a call. Come over and look at my stuff. I can use my PayPal account and also send any cash to Roy. Well, that's fine. Beer would be better. No, not while I'm doing a live. Not while I'm doing a live stream, Roy. Hey, what did Marcel say in the last video that you did, Vinny? What did Marcel say? Well, he was giving me a hard time about when he was at Eric Hall's house. Eric Hall gave him a B+ for operation, and so I gave him an A+ because he did a really good job. And he said, "Wow, I never got an A+. That's the first time for me. Thank you very much." He's a lot of fun to be with, Marcel. Well, hello there, Stu. How's it going, my friend? Is Glenn in here? I miss Glenn. Well, Glenn, I'm sorry if I missed you. I was thinking of that, JT, to use a large paper cutter to cut styrene. That's actually a pretty good idea. And I thought about it, I laughed about it, and I forgot about it. How's it going, Lance? No, he says everybody knows Digitrax. I just got one in email yesterday. Works great. Very cool. Very cool. I was thinking about that. Now it's got a blade that's that long, right? It will cut like a 11-inch piece of paper. Is that the deal with that? It cuts 12 inches long. Well, that's cool because this sheet of plastic right here is 12 inches from here to here. This piece, guys, I don't know if I told you earlier, but it's 12 inches that way and it's 24 inches this way. And if you don't want any seams in your bills, this is the way to go. And they have, Evergreen has whatever you want. They got metal siding, they got clapper, they got this novelty siding, they got plain styrene. Of course, the plain styrene is not any cheaper. This cost a little over $20 for this one sheet of plastic here. But that's the way I do it because like I said earlier, what did I do with those pieces? I could use a 6x12 piece, but the 6 inches would go, the lines would go this way, and that would mean that I would have to put a seam in here, and I wouldn't want to put a seam in. I don't like putting seams in my walls. That's just the way I do my stuff. So anyhow, we're almost at an hour. How's it going, Robert? CSX Mad, nice to see you in here, buddy. Who else in here that I missed? Anyhow, I really, really appreciate you guys helping me out. I don't know what else to say. I'll be indebted to all you guys, you know. If I could build something for each and every one of you, I would do that, but that would be kind of impossible. Yeah, right. You're right. I mean, there's people that are NCE lovers, and there's people that are Digitrax lovers. Um, it all depends. MRC. I started out with MRC, Prodigy Advance, I think it was. But I started having problems with that, so I sold that off, and that's when I bought my Digitrax system. And I'll tell you what, after the hassle they gave me last year, I will not buy any more Digitrax products. And another thing I forgot to mention is that the hobby shop I've been going to since I moved here, which is 13 years ago, he's closing his store, brick and mortar store. He's gonna just close it up. He said he makes about 75% of his business is online. So, and you know, he says he's paying rent. Well, thank you, Jack. Yeah, yep, Joe. That's it. He's January 26th. He's closing the door. You want to go? You want to buy it? $100,000. All right, Sparky, I will do that. So he already posted it. I suppose I'll get a notification. Yeah, I think he mentioned 100,000, but I think he says that's what he has in inventory. It's about $100,000, but he's going to keep his online store going. So yes, you are right, JT, and that's exactly what he said. You know, he says on this side of town, he is the only model railroad hobby shop. I mean, I do have another hobby shop that's everything hobby shop. It's got trains, RC planes, RC cars, regular model cars, model planes, model ships, and so on, but not strictly trains. And he is the only one on this side of town. The next one is on the east side of town, which is about 80 miles from here. So there's no way I'm going to travel 80 miles to go to a hobby shop. So I'd rather sit here on my computer and just buy something online if I needed to. Yep, you're right, Tony. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Okay, Mike, say hello to the kids and say Happy New Year to them and all that stuff. Who's 73? Hi, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Did you cry? Well, it was a stupid situation, and I don't know why they wouldn't do it. I mean, I had the receipt, even though it was a gift to me. I still had the receipt for it, and they wouldn't do it. And then Jack called him up and said, "Okay, well, send it to me." He said, "Well, now we know it doesn't belong to you, so we're not going to do that either." And the thing that really pissed me off about it was this lady, Brenda, who's in charge of the warranty stuff. She was a real, excuse my French, but she was a real bitch. And I asked her, I said, "Well, put your supervisor on the phone." "Oh, he doesn't talk on the phone." "Okay, well, give me his email address." "Well, he doesn't do email either." He says, "If you want to get in touch with him, you need to send him a regular letter." And so I did that. I sent him a letter, and I sent it registered mail, and I never got a response. So, yeah, Jack, I know it pissed you off too. And one of I won't mention who it was, but well, I'm glad to see you in here, buddy, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Tonight wasn't a very good stream, but usually they are. And you know, the reason why I went with Digitrax is because many years ago, when I was living in California, my buddy Jeff and we used to go to the swap meet that was a couple of miles from the house, and Digitrax always had a booth there. And that was when DCC was just coming into it. And I was like pretty impressed with the Digitrax stuff, what was going on there. And so when I decided to go with DCC, I first went with MRC and I didn't like it. It was giving me problems. So I sold that off and I went to the Digitrax. And I have 29 locomotives that all are Digitrax equipped. And I have a Digitrax system, the Super Chief, and I got seven of these guys, and these weren't cheap either. These were like $60 or $70 a piece, and I got seven of these. I agree that a couple of them were gifted to me. But yeah, so Ralph's putting up his PayPal account also. I appreciate that, buddy. Just wondering if you remember me. Give me a little more information there, buddy. Who's 73? You're right, Trenton. I agree with you. I really enjoy doing these Friday nights. It's a great way for all of us to hang out together, even though we're not physically in the same room. To me, it feels like it is. Now, Rodney put up his PayPal account also. I really appreciate that, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Is Gary leaving? All right, Gary, thanks for stopping in, my friend. Have a happy New Year. I was the first person to send you money a long time ago. Okay. How long ago are we talking, and what was the situation? Do you remember? Because I'm an old man now. My short-term memory is not as good. Must have been almost 3 years ago. Must have been almost 3 years ago. Okay. What is your first name, sir? How you doing, Gaffa? No problem, buddy. I guess you can always watch the replay if you get time. Okay, Ralph, no problem, man. Do I want a Sprite cranberry? No. I don't know who this guy is, but I appreciate you guys taking care of him. Yes, Sparky, you are 100% right. Each system has its pros and its cons. I got used to the big hand controller, and Roy doesn't like it because he says the emergency stop button is too small and this and that and the other thing. But like Sparky said, and I say it all the time too, is there's pros and cons about each company. What else we got? You want NCE now? I'll tell you, if I didn't have so much invested in mine, I would just sell it all off and go with. I would probably go with NCE. I mean, I've used it once or twice, and it's okay. I mean, it's just a matter of getting used to it, just like anything else. You know, once you get used to it, it's okay. I have a newer Digitrax system and a newer, and never had a problem. Well, I don't have a problem with my system as much as decoders. And I was talking to my hobby shop guy today, and he said that he had ordered 10 decoders for this one guy, and out of the 10 decoders, 7 of them were bad, brand new. And same thing with the ones that Jack had sent me. He sent me 3, and out of the 3, 2 of them were bad. And so I tried to return them for warranty, and because they called me a third party, they wouldn't warranty it for me. But thankfully, I had somebody who stepped up and paid for the warranty to get the decoders back. Digitrax and ESU haven't had a problem. I agree with you, Jack. I mean, it didn't make sense to me. If somebody gives you a gift, you're the owner. That's the way I see it. And if you're the owner, then they should honor their warranty. Even if you're not the owner, they should warranty their product. It doesn't matter if I'm from third party, the fourth party, the fifth party. If I have one of their products and I have a receipt for that product, there should be no questions. They should just say, okay, here you go. Here's a new one. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it probably cost them like $5 to make one of those things. And they don't make it here anyhow. They make it over in China. So, these are crap. I'm not going to have this conversation. Yeah. All right. I agree with you, Jack. We're over an hour. Wow. An hour and 10 minutes. Wow. We're really having fun tonight. You're a railroad party, Vinny. Copper Haynes. Yep. Actually, you're right, Roy. Give them a timeout and then give them a warning. And if they persist, then do what you got to do. Now, TCS decoders, I guess, are okay. I have not used any. I know they're a bit more spendy than Digitrax. They're about $5 or $6 more expensive than the Digitrax. Yeah, okay. Hurry up with your party on Saturday. Another one, 50 minutes. Last one, 40 years. So go for it. All right. Well, I'll stay as long as you guys want to stay. I mean, I no, if you guys want to bring up a conversation. How's it going, Eric? Progressive. Eric Hall, how's it going? IMRRO com and progressive. Excuse me. Professor Grin, how's it going, my buddy? Nice to see you in here. How's your daughter doing with her guitar, Eric? Is she learning? You said something about she's got it in class. She's taking it in class. Yeah, he's late. He sure is. 53 watching, but only 33 likes. Well, yeah. What's up with that, guys? Come on, let's see the thumbs up equal the amount of people that are in here. Now the party starts. QR Outback, how's it going, my friend? That's Glenn, my buddy in Australia. One of my buddies in Australia. I think I got about, 12 Australian subscribers. You gotta have a life sometimes. Shows 34 likes. I'm seeing 40 right now. 49 people here with 40 thumbs up, which I like. Aussie. Now, Sparky, what's yours? Is that 010101? I'm sorry, Jack. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, Rob's going to keep posting whenever he gets a chance to post these shout outs I did for tonight. Please check these guys out. I mean, they could use some of our help. I'm sure you already said it, but how is your hand? My hand is doing okay. I could almost make a complete fist. This finger here is still kind of tight up in here. But the exercises I'm doing should straighten that out. My next appointment with the physical therapist is on the 4th of the new year. So I'll be going there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's working okay. It's doing good. As long as I can take my hobby knife and hold my hobby knife, I'm okay. Oh, okay. Now I understand that. So is it oi? Wow, Billy. Cool, man. Nice to see you in here, buddy. How you doing, my friend? Billy is one of my longtime subscribers. Bald 8 Bill. Roy, that's the guy I told you. You might want to check his channel out. That's the guy I told you about to check out, and I couldn't remember exactly how he had his title, but you want to check him out. Jason Grant. How's it going, my friend? That's another new person in here. Glad to see that. Very tired. Glad you had a vacation. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, Billy. I met him a long time ago. In fact, someone was giving him a hard time because he was always clearing his throat, and I got on that guy's case and told him, you have a lot of nerve to talk to a guy like that who's got probably a problem with his throat, and you're telling him to stop doing that. If I was to buy a sound decoder, I would definitely go with ESU Loc Sound. I mean, I have one in an SD40 that was gifted to me about a year and a half ago, and the sound is just phenomenal for an N-scale locomotive. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know. I haven't seen any videos of him doing any of his layout stuff yet, and I'm sure he'll be getting to it pretty soon. So anyhow, yeah, that was one of the names I had. Anyhow, this is Vinny's show or something like that. I should use my tagline somewhere. Maybe I will. Maybe instead of saying, let's see what I say. Friday night. Anyhow, Friday night with Cousin Vinny. 49 going to Smith. Oh, cool. Cool. So I'm up to 57 people in here with 41 likes. I really appreciate that, guys, and I hope you're enjoying tonight's live stream. It's not always this dismal. I usually have an upbeat stream, but unfortunately tonight was not good. Just put anyhow. Is that Intermountain using? Yes. Is that Intermountain? Yeah. In fact, I can show it to you. Hold on there. Of course, it came from a Canadian, so it had to be a Canadian locomotive. But this is it. It runs very well. The sound is phenomenal. I just can't believe the sound that comes out of this little locomotive. And Sparky was the only one who made me cry. Twice. This was the first time, was when he gave me this, which was a year and a half ago, the first time that he visited me. And the second time when I did that video for him when his mom passed. See, I'm reading the chat. I'm trying to catch up on some of this chat. So you laugh when I cry, huh? Well, that's not good. John Dilly almost made me cry too. Close, John, but you didn't win the cookie that time. After the new year, I am hoping to go back to the dentist and see if he can help me with my dentures, because I really don't like being like this right now. What do you use to paint the tractor? What tractor? Is that what I had? I was thinking of using the term my cousin Vinny, since my name is Vinny. And that's sometimes when people say, "What's your name?" And I say Vinny, and they don't understand me because I don't have any freaking teeth in my mouth. So I say, "My cousin Vinny." Oh, okay, now I know. Ralph sent you a metal tractor. I would prime it first. Give it a white sand with some really fine sandpaper, and then prime it, and then paint it. You can't make them cry. Well, maybe. Hello, Martin Searsman. How you doing? Where do you put the speakers in an N scale? That's a good question. I never had the shell off of this, so I really don't know where it is. I thought maybe it might have been, oh, it's, it's right there in the bottom, in the fuel tank. Yeah, Bruce, that's what I said. It's in the fuel tank on this one. And I tell you, I am totally amazed at the sound. If I was to do any more on any of my locomotives, it would be ESU, because I heard the Tsunami, I've heard MRC, I heard Digitrax, but this by far is the best sounding locomotive or sound. Well, all right, Kyle, thanks for showing up, and have a happy New Year, my friend. Hey, the non-sound only cost $22. All right, well, Billy, just make sure you do some video on that. I really enjoy watching your videos. Got an hour and 21 minutes. You guys want to keep going with this? Or under the fan? Well, the problem is on an N-scale locomotive, unless you do some detail, the fan really doesn't have any opening, so I think it would be kind of muffled. I think putting it on the bottom was probably the better bet for an N-scale locomotive. I'm waiting. I think I told you guys this, but we need to do some work up on my where my Drake cement plant is, and it's that part of my layout's actually in a closet, and I had to take the shelf out that was up there. So Ryan was up there, and he was handing me stuff. So I put it in a box, blah 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 blah, and he found this decoder with a speaker on it. I said, really? And it was a decoder I had bought a long time ago. It was an MRC sound decoder, and it was for a Cato SD40 or any one of the Cato locomotives, because Cato is pretty universal. One decoder will fit a bunch of different locomotives. So we put it in this SD40, and it actually worked. I was shocked. I said, whoa, okay. Of course, the sound quality was not as good as the Cinder Mountain, but it's good. And I'm still waiting for the Cinder. He was doing some other stuff to it. If you guys watched my video that I posted today, at the very end, there's an op session at the Mobesh yard, and there's an SD40 doing the work down there, and the number on that was 1673, I think it was. Well, the SD40 that Ryan's got for me is going to be that same number, so it'll be prototypical for the area. I only have one right now, and the one I'm working on, plus one for Robert Sacco, and Tony Redbird has been talking to me about doing something for him. What do you have in mind, Bruce? How long is your custom build list for others? Like I was just telling Bruce, I have at least one more project after this, and then Tony Redbird is talking to me about, he's been talking to me for a while now about doing an engine house for his layout, so possibly two. Oh, you just repeated the question? Okay. Did I miss it the first time around? I probably did. Is a sugar cube with enclosure. So I did. Send me the help on August 1st, 2014. That is quite a while ago. That's 4 years ago. That was just a couple of years after I moved into this house. I should go out there and get it. It's a box about yay long. I think you're gonna like it. If you don't, I'll just keep it for myself. I'll email you. Okay, no problem, Tony. Whenever you're ready. Is it going to be a 2-stall, a 1-stall, 3-stall? What do you give me an idea what you're looking for? Make that a mail call. Well, if Roy gets down here, we will do a mail call video. I'm sure he might do something live. Remember the Onward Lumber Company? Yes, I do. I remember you mentioning it. All right, JT. We'll see. I think I mentioned it to you the last time. I'll see how complicated it is. If it's not too complicated, I'll take care of it. But if I think it's too complicated, then I will refer you over to Bruce John Tanzillo to take care of it for you. No, I remember that, Ralph. I remember you mentioned the Onward Lumber Company. Well, you know, thing is, Gary's got a couple more projects for me to do too. He's got, of course, it's nothing in stone yet, but he's got a lumber facility he wants me to do, and he's got a propane facility he wants me to do, and he wants me to do a junkyard. So, of course, this is all going to be over a period of time. I'm not going to do them all one right after the other, and I'm not going to put other people on the back burner because Gary wants his stuff done. You know, I'm gonna, as they come in, I will do them. It was right before you sold your very first T-shirts. Okay. Was it for the T-shirts or was it something else? Okay. All right. Eric, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Well, I think you might have missed this earlier, Roy. The only present I get is from the daughter that lives here, and she had told me that what she had ordered me, and she didn't tell me what it was because she still wants it to be a surprise. But what she had ordered me is on back order. So when I get that, I will be doing a mail call and a Christmas thing. I haven't been by any train station. It was for something else you were talking about. You were short on money at the time, so I sent you money with PayPal. I just don't remember. It's been 4 years ago. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. So if you did, I'm sure I thanked you for it. But if I didn't, thank you very much, and I appreciate your help. I'm up to call from West Virginia. There you go. The shirt you did buy. I've had a couple more shirts after that. I don't know if you knew that or not. And I'm probably going to do some. I'm probably going to do some after the holidays because now I have caps. I got mugs. I got mouse pads and T-shirts. What did you say your first name? Did you tell me your first name? I know you got a present from someone else. Yes, you're right. You want me to mention that, Roy? I can mention that if you like. Scroll up to 827 and scale layout. Paul, all right. Sib3 metric spot. Hello. Somebody want to check that person out, please? I don't know him, so doesn't look like he's a bad guy, but we'll see how it goes. Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Gaming channel. All right. It was a hang-up group for a while. I guess Sparky knows this person, so that's cool. Show us. All right, so I would have to get up and I will have to walk into my kitchen and get it because that's where it is. You will review this later. Yes, I will, Bruce. I always do. And like I said, if I miss any questions here in the chat when I rewatch the rerun on this, if there was a question that I missed, I will answer it there. So you guys please check those out. I don't want you to feel that I just blew you off or anything like that. All right, so guys, hang out a bit, take a look at my layout, and I'll be right back because I'll show you something that Shanna sent me. Honey, I'm home. Anyhow, last time Roy was here, he says, your gift is probably going to be late because it's being printed for you. And I said, okay, being printed for me. I don't know what that means. But anyhow, about a week ago, and I think it was about a week ago, I get this package in the mail. And you guys can see what's on the box. It says Shapeways. And I've been telling Roy that if he wanted me to do his truck on my layout, that he would have to get me a Peterbilt. And so what he had done, I don't know if you guys can be able to see this without me. See if I can put it on something here. Maybe that'll work. He got me a Peterbilt. I think this is 379, Roy. Is that what that is? Oops. But anyhow, is the there's three of them, 3 cabs. And there is the chassis. Now, Roy, I told you this looked kind of big, a little bit long, but you said it's okay, so I guess we'll go with that. But see how long that is? Let me put the cab up on there and show you what that looks like. Now I'm just going to lay this on here, guys. And of course, there's a sleeper that goes on the back of that. And a sleeper comes to here. And I'm thinking that this section right here is way too long. And I don't know. He could have done this at a study? No way. This has got, actually, it's got a lot of little detail on it, which I like. Let's see what else you got in here. This is the grill and the headlights in that bag. And this bag has got the wheels and fenders and stuff. Now I know that Roy's got a flatbed trailer that he pretty much drives all the time. So there's some stuff I need to do on the trailer section. There's also like a couple toolboxes and stuff like that that need to be put on there. So Roy, this will get done sometime after the new year. We'll start working on it. Next project for you to do. Oh, it's supposed to be that long. Okay. Next thing you need to do for me is go to one of the Home Depot or Lowe's and see if you could pick out a color that is close to your truck. Because I don't know how to mix colors to get that exact color. Side boxes, yes, you're right. Uh, 2020 LL tanks. Yes. Uh, okay. I just thought it was kind of long, but I guess when I put it all together, put the wheels and everything on it, it'll look okay. How big? How big is the cab on that? It's N scale. Binoculars. Color sky. Well, the thing is, it's got to be like in a. I have not broken out. How you doing, Andrew? Oh, I have missed anything good. Well, if you want to rewatch this tomorrow or later on, well, the rectangular box is 18 feet long, 4x4 boxes. Wow, is that 18 inches? It looks like one line. Oh, 1 8 foot long 4x4 box. Okay, got it. Figured it out. Red fire effect. That's the color of it. Red fire effect. Interesting. Very cool. But anyhow, I want to put a truck, Roy's truck, at my Smith Pipe and Steel, carrying a bunch of pipe. And so I had done one thing once before, but he didn't like it because it was a Kenworth. He drives a Peterbilt, and I guess once a Peterbilt, always a Peterbilt. I'm fine, just getting ready for the company to send 98% of us from my line down to Georgia. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that, Andrew? Are you a firefighter or something that you're going to a different place? It's a Packer. It's all. All right. I got my heater on. It's kind of warm in here. Now let's see if I can work all of that out, Roy. And that has to be an aluminum color, right? Or a stainless steel color. Hey, I just like to mention earlier, I was mentioning to you guys that my lower dentures weren't fitting properly. Now the uppers are not fitting properly, so I'm going to go back to the dentist and see if he can do something for me to kind of make it work a little bit better. I was checking into those dental implants. Dude, you could buy a freaking car for the money they want to do that. It's like to do a whole mouthful is like $35,000. Thank you, Sparky. I appreciate that, buddy. Brewster O, be quiet. Pack car. What? All right. Now you got me lost. What is a pack car? Trailer is aluminum. Oh, that's a lot. Pace car. Pace car is what they use for racing. Rodney should know about that. Car for Pac-Man. Well, yeah. I don't know if you ever watched Pusa videos. They go pretty long too. Sometimes 3-4 hours. It's going. It's just going to be 2 track workers staying up here. Okay, that's right. You work for the railroad, is that right, Andrew? Cop car, tank car. What Bruce Giroux said. Okay. Pusa Studios. Yeah, they're actually live right now. I shouldn't have said that. Now all you guys will leave. Wow. 20 minutes last stream was 5.5 hours. Holy mackerel. I don't remember. I think he said CSX. I'm not. Don't hold me. put a disclaimer on that, I think is what he said. Oh. If that's right, all the engineers, conductors, and most of the tracking is being sent down. Did they have some sort of situation down there? I know, and I sent Roy this the other day, right downtown Phoenix. In fact, it was December 26th. It was the day my daughter was coming home from her trip. Right down by the airport, they had a UP derailment down there. And I don't know the whole situation on it, but it was on the news and all that kind of good stuff. But it held up traffic all the way down there and all that kind of good stuff. So I don't know the exact situation. You did get that, Roy? Am I correct? Laying cross ties. Oh. Downtown Phoenix, Jack. It was on ABC News on December 26th. Garth Haynes, Mr. Chuck Becky could not yammer pops. Could out yammer? Well, I don't know about that. We're going down for track work. So, wow, 15 days. That's going to hurt business. Chuck Baker, yes. Yeah, I guess once you get Chuck on the roll, he can do a little bit of yammering. Okay. I was trying to get it on. I was trying to get the news on my TV to see, because I was watching on my phone and it was like kind of small, and I wanted to see what was going on. But by the time I got to the news on my TV, it was already they were already onto something else. What was that? I didn't hear about that. It was if you're talking to me, Andrew, it was Union Pacific. They pretty much on the east side of town, and BNSF is on the west side of town. But yeah, right down by the airport, they had a derailment. Truck drivers can yammer. What do you think about railroad? Well, if you're doing a modern layout, then concrete ties would be perfect. My layout is modern, but the actual prototype here does not use concrete ties, so I'm good to go with the wooden ties. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Roy. Yes, Roy, on the statement. That's almost 20 years. Are you talking about the wood ties or concrete ties, Jack? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you have a modern railroad and you're just starting to build one, concrete ties would be the way to go. We did, however, put an engine on the side. Ooh, not good, not good. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I don't know if you're talking to me or Andrew, but I don't know if there was any injuries on the one that I witnessed or saw on the news that was here in town. Don't know. Oh, really? For concrete ties at your work? Is that your boss's responsibility or is that UP's responsibility, Jack? Injured 3 teams. Well, that's too bad. Oh, the company. Okay. So your boss is responsible for all of that stuff. Hastings, BNSF, and scale modeler, most of them. Steve, you know, when you post this stuff, I wish you would post more on YouTube, because I don't really like going to on Facebook. I'd much rather watch it on YouTube, so I can get a bigger screen and see what's going on. But so far, you looks like you're doing pretty good on that layout. You're coming along pretty quickly. Vinny, what do you do? What do you mean, what do I do? Steve Henry. This guy is a creep. Interesting. PewDiePie? Okay, cool. Get something to watch tomorrow morning with my coffee. Anyhow, guys, we're almost we're now on 45 minutes. I think I'm going to cut this now because my throat is getting really dry. Oh wow, that sucks. Pretty sad, because the one teen was my son's girlfriend. Wow, that really sucks. Is she okay? Yeah, I did notice that, Gaffa, about Prusa. Some of the guys you get there, they're not regular people. They subscribe and then you don't hear from them anymore. I agree with that. Sometimes it blows me away. Like, somebody subscribes to me and I'll go to their channel to see what they got going on. There's no content, but yet they have like 100 subscribers. How is that? What the hell just happened? What are you talking about, Jack? I'm trying to go back here and see what's going on. That's you. No, I don't think it was you, John. Okay, Michael. Well, glad you're in here, my friend. Happy New Year to you and your family. My video feed went out on your end. Oh. Yeah, we're kind of doing that. It's the last one for me for the year, so I guess we can keep this going for as long as you guys want. But I am getting kind of hungry. I don't eat before the show. I eat after the show. Again, guys, if you guys see people in here that you've not seen before, you know the three dots, you know the routine, the three dots inside there. Go to the channel and see if you like them. If you like them, go ahead and subscribe to them. Make everybody happy, give them some love and all that kind of good stuff. Let's see. All right, Ron, I'll talk to you later. I'll see if I can make, but like I said, I'm hungry and I need to cook some dinner. So, Taco Bell. No, actually, I got, you guys seen those pizza breads, right? That Stouffer sells, and they're like $2 or $3, or maybe even more than that, for like two pieces, for two of those. Well, my grocery store, which is Fry's Marketplace, which is a subsidiary of Kroger, they sell their own brand at $1 a piece, and they're actually pretty good. They have 3 meat, they have pepperoni, they have 3 cheese, and a bunch of them. So for $1, I mean, can't go wrong. So that's what I'm going to have tonight. 2 of those. Okay. Crafted and hot dog. Actually, when my daughter did get home, we were at her fiance's dad's house, and they were talking about corn dogs. And the first time I had a corn dog was at Eric Hall's house, and I actually liked it. It was pretty good. But my future son-in-law was talking about jalapeno, and I love jalapeno in a corn dog. Oh, is Gaffa leaving? All right, Gaffa, thanks for showing up, and have a happy new year and a safe new year. Please, no drinking and driving, fellas. Keep it, you got somebody to drive around, that's fine, but don't do it yourself. I'd like to see all you guys. Pogo in Canada. Okay. All right, Sparky. Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, we're gonna call this good. We're in an hour and 15 minutes. So you guys, go ahead and post. If you want to post your channels up there, get some subscribers. Go ahead and do that. And I'll give you a few minutes to do that. We're at an hour and 50 minutes and 41 seconds. 42. Wow, 47 people watching with 46 likes. I like that. That is cool. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. See you next year. Hi, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you very much. KB Rails. Well, unfortunately, KB Rail, we got about ready to shut this down. We've been going for almost 2 hours now. It's my last stream for this year. So hopefully I'll see you next Friday in the new year with a new name for my channel. Got track work to do? Okay, go do it. Containing that. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for showing up, my friend. 585. 289 goal is 300 help. I think I'm going to go with the convincing. I think I kind of like that because of the way you constructed it with the uppercase with the VIN, which gives me acknowledgement that it's my name. Tips and tricks. That's good because it doesn't specify just scratch build. It specifies everything. So I appreciate that, Scrumptious. Indian Head 270. Let's see. Happy New Year. Gopher 143. All right, Sean. Nice to see you in here. Thanks for showing up. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for showing up, buddy. We do this every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. So I would like to see you again, maybe next week if you get the time. You're welcome, Anthony. I appreciate that. Steel structures. Hey, that's good too. But like I'm saying, Jack, I don't always do scratch builds on my live, so it'd be kind of misleading to people. They come in here expecting to see me doing a build and I'm showing some electrical stuff or something like that. So I'd rather just keep it kind of generic so it incorporates like everything. Yeah, maybe he is. All right, guys, hour and 53 minutes. We're going to call this good. Hope you guys all have a great new year. And I'll see you again next week and hopefully under better terms. And maybe I'll have a little bit more done on Gary's build too. So anyhow, very nice. Everything could happen. I'm just reading up on this last stuff here real quick. Oh, Digger, I'm sorry I didn't see you in here earlier. You can watch it on the rerun. You know that, Digger. I'm sorry. I know it's the middle of the night for you over there in the UK, but I really do appreciate you making the effort to show up here. 414 for Hastings BNSF. All right, Eric, SP Black Widow. Thanks for showing up, my friend. John Dilly's leaving. See you later, John. Talk to you later. If you get a chance, watch the entire, because I know you came in here fairly late, John. If you get a chance, watch the video up until you came in here. Hey, there you go, Vinny Variety Live. All right, guys, we're gonna call it good. Good night, and like I said, Happy New Year. Be safe. No drinking and driving, please. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.